Hello, friends. What a day. Interesting you say that, Night Isaiah. YouTube said the whole. I'm pretty sure we got like a newsletter about how lives recommend and things like that. But you're watching on Twitch, so YouTube failed me again. I'm all good, thank you. I was pretty tired, but now I've turned the stream on. I've woken up. Hang on, the playlist. I don't know what's gonna play next. Crypto shot. Okay. Post in the live announcement. Okay. Yeah, I saw we got the Nerd Slayer video at last. I'm like low key kind of pissed off. Stepped on my toes. I'm joking, by the way. I've watched so many of those Nerd Slayer videos, and I actually, prior to launch, referenced the possibility, jokingly, that one day we might find ourselves on a death of the game. And here we are, and it ain't even Payday 2, it's Payday 3. Right. Hello. I'm wearing the shirt as well. I'm wearing the shirt to go along with it. It has been a long day. How's everyone else doing? Hello from Australia. Hell yeah. It must be late as hell. Or early as hell? I say Zach Clap? I don't know. Like a Z. That looks like an X, but whenever I see X, I panic. Oh wow. So much. I thought, because I'm not going to make it into a video, I might just start this video by having a quick look at the subscription service. Mostly positive, mostly positively received subscription service. Oh wait, those like miles out of whack. Hey, Sergeant Oddball. Well, okay. By the way, those lo-fi beats I was playing the other day, it did get that stream demonetized on YouTube. Kind of hilarious. Right, let's try and get a bit of a. Ooh, do I like Houston? I don't dislike Houston. I prefer Hoxton if you want to know who I support in the Great War. Yeah, so I just thought I'd get it out the way and talk about this before hopping on some Payday 3. Obviously, the subscription service is an absolutely heinous thing if they intentionally increase the price to sell copies of it. It's just incredibly poor form, and whoever was responsible for that should feel terrible. Of course, they've said it's accidental, and we know a thing or two, but I don't really know what we can share. It just seems like a mess. I completely understand people being skeptical, and you know, I think that the best response I saw was Hauer over on Reddit, who was like, "We know we're not going to be able to convince you. Like, we might as well have been caught red-handed, but we've reverted it regardless. Please don't think too ill of us," kind of thing. The actual subscription, I can see newer players making use of potentially. As I said the other day, I do think this will push people to circumvent it more actively. Bearing in mind there are ways, like ways you shouldn't circumvent it. I will never advocate for piracy, but there are ways to circumvent it. Everybody knows that. But goddamn, 72% mostly positive. Payday 2 subscription better than Payday 3 according to Steam reviews. This is funny. Capitalism, psychological horror, hentai, LGBTQ+. Interesting. I wasn't aware of that. Nebula subscription service to get all the games and DLC. Yeah, see, the main worry I have about this is it devolving, right? Turning into something way, way worse. Yeah, they did say it was a mistake. I'm gonna take it at face value. Say exactly as Howard did. Like I can see why no one would ever believe that. In terms of the pricing, like I suppose it's reasonable. I don't like subscription services, so they're onto a loser with me. You know, I like ownership. I like to own the things that I'm spending my money on. Maybe the most insidious thing that I dislike about subscription services is the fact that it's very easy to forget about that subscription. I've been playing for like the Microsoft Office suite for like 12 months longer than I needed to. So the trailer just auto played. Trailer actually showed boiling point. Also, this I don't know why this specific screenshot, the way they've set it up, gives off like the worst Payday Crime War vibes I've ever seen. It's boiling point, I guess, because this is just a mashup of trailers for anyone unaware. The music is loud as hell, but that's the Wolfpack trailer. That's maybe not a trailer. Maybe that's just a little bit of footage they got from Crude Awakening. The Undercover trailer. A lot of the classic heists. Oh yeah, Boiling Point, which won't be included because of licensed content. Naughty, naughty. This has obviously just been scrapped together. We know the marketing team isn't massive right now. Although we did get to see one of them live on stream today, Oscar, who's also responsible for a lot of Follow the Money. Not that they can be bothered to make a new trailer. I just think they thought it didn't need it, and resources are obviously stretched thin. And what's the point making a new trailer for old content, I suppose? Where did my boy Wolf go? Yeah, I don't really know. Like, it's not like he's not in Payday 3. Why'd they do this to him? Yeah, I know. And like, this is humidly. These are the hey, Gale Force, thank you so much for £5 super chat. I think I might have text to speech on. Let's wait and see. I'm going to have to go back and read that. Okay, no, I don't. Is Payday 3 worth returning to? Should I wait for Skills 2.0? I would say we don't know when Skills 2.0 are going to launch. If you liked Payday 3 skills, like you didn't mind the old skill system, why not? You're only going to have a certain amount of time to try out some of those skills again. Some of them are disappearing forever. But I imagine a lot of players will return with Skills 2.0. But like I said, I'm just holding out hope that comes out in 2025. So I wouldn't be rushing back. The most recent heist was really good, but we didn't get much else. So yeah, my overall take is obviously it's an absolute cocker, regardless. Even if you look at it in as sort of charitable way as possible, it's still a major cock up. They can't keep making these mistakes. They can't keep releasing trailers where Chains is missing his arms or where they're repeating the same clips over and over again. It's kind of amateur hour, and that is if we look at them and go, "Oh, pure innocent Starbreeze. They can't have done this intentionally." So that's even looking at it as nicely as possible. It's still just appallingly poor. They use defined tags are really funny, aren't they? Hi, Luke. Um, what's my opinion on Chains? I like how I just answer to knowingly now. I like Chains. At one point, I think Damien was like the most accessible actor they had. Chains was kind of the front man around about the John Wick trailers and things. I love that era for Chains. Oh, and 2005 Crime Fest where he's chilling with Vlad. Those are really fun trailers. I mean, Crime Fest 2015 was its own other thing, but big Chains fan. Hey, Bracken. I never liked new skills to make micromanage. Yeah, so if you're not that bothered about going back to them, I would wait. Personally, I would wait. I think one of the major issues that like the Payday 3 staunch defenders will disagree with, but from my perspective, like player numbers are kind of as bad as they've ever been. If you want a more active Payday 3 where you might actually be able to find a bunch of lobbies at different difficulties, you'll probably wait until that influx of players assumedly comes in. I'm way too nervous to read these reviews stream, by the way, guys. Otherwise, I absolutely would because I reckon they're hilarious. Yeah, Damien does just pop up in things, doesn't he? Like Marvel things and everything. To make setups without needing too much micromanagement. Yeah, you certainly can, and I think I do sometimes overdo just how important it is to micromanage with combat reload and keep edge and grit. It's only for certain builds, but those tend to be the best builds. So micromanagement, whilst not forced, it does feel like a huge part of the game. So yeah, this is a subscription that gives you all the DLC, but obviously it's on a temporary basis. You're not sort of paying towards ownership or anything. It's just like subscribing to an MMO. As soon as you stop subscribing, you lose the DLC, but your character, your game ownership, none of that will change. It is what it is. It's a desire to monetize content that they're struggling now to monetize actively, that they think has quality and value. I understand it. Someone, I kind of work adjacent to this industry. You know, people they see this as a new SKU, basically, a new source of potential revenue, a new market that's hard to tap into, the sort of new player that bought the game super cheap and maybe wants to buy and experience things, but don't worries about the sunk cost. And there's also a lot of players who it's kind of all or nothing. I imagine I'm a bit like this when I think about it. If I didn't already own all the DLC, I'm like, either I want to own everything and be able to experience everything, or I'm not owning anything. I'm not just going to mix and match and pick things out because that just feels inefficient and like I'm never going to get to really experience everything that way. So I think they're trying to appeal to those sorts of people who are like, I'm going to play this game for a month. If I really enjoy it, maybe I'll splash out. Maybe I'll keep the subscription going. I don't know. 6 months. The whole thing just I hate subscriptions, dude. I can't. I can defend it from a business perspective. Like I understand what the thinking is, but I'm never gonna like it. Um, I think my recommendation would be wait for a sale. In fact, I mean the game's on sale now, right? Like games recent reviews getting slammed. The hell is this trailer? It's the VR trailer. Oh yeah, forgot about this. Sorry, getting distracted. Everything's on sale. My feeling right now. Yeah, Jesus Christ! Like, you can get everything for less than the cost of the Crude Awakening. Oh, they're not on a good sale at all. Yeah, but some of them are like a quid. You know, for that price, you can hop down. You can get Gauge Mod Courier Pack. You can get the Big Bank Heist, one of the heists in the game. You can get the. Just trying to think of like really DLCs. It's Shotgun Pack maybe for those special weapon ammo types. Maybe the AK Car Mod Pack. Prices are kind of all over the place with these. The character packs are cheaper. Yakuza character pack. There's some stealth usage there. Sydney character pack. Guys, just go spend 71p on the Sydney character pack. It has the most enjoyable. It has the most enjoyable perk deck in the game in it. So I said in my video that this doesn't go on sale because all the proceeds go to H3H3. It's currently on sale. I don't think all the proceeds go to H3H3 anymore. I think they just go to Starbreeze. It could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. The fact it's going on sale. I open this up actually. By Jimmy, if only. Jimmy's been taken out back and shot, dude. Does this still say all Starbreeze proceeds will go to? I don't get it. I don't get it. I suppose there's nothing stopping them putting on sale, but yeah, odd. So when they say all Starbreeze proceeds, they mean they'll pay Starbreeze, they'll pay Valve's cut, regardless. Yeah, no, I was corrected. I was always under the assumption that the H3H3 pack never went on sale, but I was corrected. It does. Yeah, rest in peace, Jimmy. Thank God I can still play. The money isn't going to H3H3 anymore. Are you positive about that, Danny? I don't know. Like, they should probably update the description for like legal reasons, but I don't know. There's no thing for it to fund as far as I know. They would just be funding them. That would be kind of crazy. This birthday sale. These like discount values are the lowest I've ever seen. What are the Payday 3 sales like? Are there any? Look, I'm going in deep now. Second anniversary bundle. So are they bundling everything? I can't see how much this costs. Can anyone tell me how much this costs? I don't want to do the maths on it. Wait, is that maybe that just has a line through it because I can't buy it? But yeah, delivery charge is not on sale. Pretty sure it was mentioned during stream. It's really important they do that. Yeah, now we have the smash and grab trailer that includes a weapon that's not in the game. Is this false advertising? Ooh, look at that. What are they doing? No way. When is Skills 2.0 going to come out? We don't know. Full transparency, partners have not yet had the opportunity to test it, so I don't even know if the build exists with it really on. From talking to Patrick, it does sound like it's certainly been tested. Some people have almost certainly played it. So there's that. I'll tell you what, for £2.79, pick up the jacket character pack. All right, I'm going to stop being shilly. It's $54.69 US. Does it come with the base game? If so, I suppose that's not terrible. I don't know. I think it's kind of a shame. Like, imagine being a new player who just buys it during this sale. You'd have to be aware of the fact the game you are buying is going to change drastically in the next few months whenever Skills 2.0 come out. You're like, yo, this edge grip rush system, this is revolutionary. I can't believe this. And then in like 2 weeks' time, it's gone. Rest in peace. And it includes the base game. Okay, that's all right. That's all right, value. I'm not gonna get too excited about it, but it's fine. Okay, let's play the bloody game. What's gone in 2 weeks? That was a joke. I don't think Skills 1.0 are going to be gone in 2 weeks. I think it's going to take a little longer than that. Have you seen the guy on Twitter asking for the pre-order mask from Payday 2 to get added to Payday 3? He's almost at day 250. I haven't, which is unbelievable, because the algo normally feeds me everything Payday related. They know, dude. They know. You put off buying this game for quite a while, but you've seen the Skills 2.0 dev blog and want to give it a try since it's on sale. Camscott, just so you know, like, we don't know when Skills 2.0 are coming out. We were just talking about how the fact that, like, special edition is alright value for money. It's one of those things, like, Payday 3 hasn't received updates that have been particularly stable. Lord knows what the Skills 2.0 update's going to actually be like. So I'm always really cautious recommending anything based on content I haven't had the chance to experience yet. Hey, FB Lightning. Eula, should you play Payday 3? You own it already? Because if so, hop on, dude. Get in my game. And then turn it off. Guys, let's complete No Rest for the Wicked without a single die pack exploding. I believe in us. Alright, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Maybe I should try out all the ass-bad skills that people have been telling me about. Like, is it time? My game just crash. What? Nebula account banned? Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. That might be my first crash since like release week. Yeah. Thanks, Gale Force. I mean, you know, my initial thoughts of the Skills 2.0 system are a massive step up. I don't find the same sort of penis issues as like Lucky has in his videos. I don't think it's necessarily fundamentally flawed. I think there's a lot of risks to the way it's been designed. I think having a tree system that allows you to build sideways is interesting, but like really hard to balance. Yeah, apparently we don't get to hop on, dude. I say as my game crashes. I was trying to try out interesting skills, and the game's like, no, don't do that, don't do that. Yeah, so like I've seen builds that use the first skill in hack. I mean, it's such a waste of points, but like this aced, and you go around hacking the camps. I'm gonna do it. What do I not need? Ammo funnel. Really, I don't need manipulator. Someone's always got manipulator. So like, let's run hacker. Stop popping cams. And what else? Maybe scrambler, something like that. There was something else you could do with the drones you hack, but I can't remember what it is. Like, use them as flashbangs or something. Stream consistency. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It just so happens this week I've been on my own a lot. Like, my girlfriend's out climbing currently, so I'm lonely, guys. Need some company. Maybe try explosive skills. I mean, I did use them quite a bit at lunch. But I'll start easy with this stupid hacker combo. You guys get ready to hop in and carry. Don't destroy my cams, guys. Don't destroy my cams. Couldn't find a skill that reduces pager times. Yeah, there's no answer pages faster skill. Oh, I missed a lot of friend requests the other day. Sorry, guys. B. Hoxton. Wait, is it always Titan cams? So that skill's just ass. Is it always Titan cam? Lead guard. No, they still haven't fixed the menu music cutting in and out and Shade's voice lines cutting in and out. You know what? I'm kind of done with the menu music and I'm fine with it cutting out. More frequently, the better. Playing Jacket right now on Payday 2. Yo, snap. Except it's Payday 3. Huge. I think I owe someone a match of Wolf. I have just remembered. Don't worry, I will remember. Have they fixed the turbid station hide the bodies in the vents thing? You mean the fact it was like really hard to do it? No. Still have to like fumble them around and drop them from behind, duplex them in the hole. How many missions are there in the base game? There are 8 missions base game. Well, no, that's not true. There were 8 missions at launch, and then in terms of free heists, we've got Cook Off Turbid Station, up to 10. Then we've got Diamond District, goes up to 11. Is that it? That's the idea of having this track and the second prototype track. Yeah, they should have done, if they've got music that Gustavo's made, just something to move it up. First World Bank! Yeah, it's 12. I thought it was 12. Great shout. To be fair, Sacrilege missing out on First World Bank. It's one of the better heists. Shout. Hey, Safi.
That bank's vault is full of cash, waiting for transport.
I like it when it's everyone skip the intro, and yeah, I still have to watch this poor bloke just chilling. Are these Titan cams? No, they're regular cams. They're regular cams.
We hope you have a pleasant flight. In front of the vault.
He ain't ready. Wait, how do I detonate it? Why is it not detonating? Why? Guys? Was I like... Why is it not detonating? What's my purpose? Have they soft deleted it already? Smash and grabs are free too. I wouldn't call them separate heists though. But yeah, good shout. Yeah, I'm glad you said it, little guy G, because there's always been a common misconception that there's very much a mutual agreement and wanted out, but not entirely the case. The reasons I get so pissed off at how the marketing's been done ever since. Running the detonate, mate, it doesn't work. My phone's broken. Payday 3 working as intended. What? Ooh. I heard Safi's been whipping out his whiteboard. What? Suspicious. Yo. Why? He ever done? Alright, I got him, boys. Where are the baddies? Rip my camera. I guess I just don't have any run times, but I swear you just get one with Hacker. Oh well. Where are the boys in blue? They're here, man! This guy's really wanted to turn that shit off. I'll tell you what, the only way Skills 2.0 works is if the cops end up less crusty, because good lord, they love to group up over there. If I keep streaming frequently enough, maybe I'll get my aim back. The whiteboard arc is just getting started. I'm here for it. It seems that everything you put on the whiteboard manifests. What's the craziest thing you had on there? I've not actually been able to watch that stream. I can't believe I messed up the silly camera hacking build. This is how I feel right now. I'm disappearing. Peace out, dude. How's this game nowadays? It was super rough at the start. There's a lot of things we're pretty excited on that's just on the horizon. We're excited for, I should say. The game's very easy. If I were to say one thing that's certainly against it. What? Ooh. So So getting shot makes you lose your hack. That's annoying. I mean, Danny, I will recommend the game at certain price points and say that certain content is worth looking into. But I'm pretty conservative about the whole thing now. Learned my lesson. Yeah, little guy G never went through his Almir Listo arc, unfortunately. The mask off time. It's crazy to think we're going to be getting... They're going to have to change this system. There's no way. So, with Armor 2.0, you're going to be able to get 8 trades in one. I don't think it's going to be fair to trade for, like, 8 armor plates. Like I said, I think consumables will be a little bit worse, because, like, clean slates going, and I don't think adrenaline builds are going to be particularly top tier. But even so... I cannot detonate this camera. Look at myself there. Looking good, brother. That was the one mechanic I was like so excited for. And Payday 3 blew me away. iPads can kind of take a heist. A heist? Take a height. Loop them if you don't have runtime? I don't have the camera loop skill. I just have the ability to hack and explode them. That's all I thought I needed. Robbery. Someone lockpicking? My goat. Where are all the cops, by the way? Wait, they can't wait to get in here. Gonna get the loop to get easier runtimes. Yeah, makes sense. I don't know, another heist with loads of cameras. Maybe like under the surface? I do love how good the this marksman rifle is against shields. Guys, this experience, £2.30 right now. Top salesman over here. Give me my bonus. I end up so tanky now. Oh my Christ. Oh! Look away, look away. I mean, start hack. What are they on about? I will never psychologically recover from that one. Really do, like, wander their ass in here, don't they? Everything is exploding. Mark and Mamba, dude. What were they thinking? It's different. It's difficult, Kizu, with employment though, because it would be like, would a company ever want to hire you if you bad-mouthed your previous employer, basically? The difficult balance between being transparent and honest and maintaining your sort of professional integrity. And you know, NDAs continue after the contract's over. I couldn't leave and tell you all about Holdout, necessarily. See my frames dropping with the Mamba? To be fair, I don't feel that. I'm normally ultra conscious of frame drops, so I'm not feeling it. Then, it's not a pleasurable experience, I can tell you that. Brackets, boys. That was close. Yeah, so long as you've got grit and a little overheal. Kind of a monster with this baseball bat out. Yeah, see, I'm just like eating sniper shots. Right, just one sniper shot, but still, close enough. I've realised I do keep dropping my bags somewhere. Houston. I heard of Payday 2 CrimeNet crashes. Not specifically. I mean, Payday 3 crashed for me right when I started playing today, so... Nothing's sacred. Go, mate. You're going nowhere. Playing with weapons that can't kill doses makes the game... It really does make the game more difficult. If I was stuck only using the aim at the sniper, I'd be kind of screwed because it takes a long time. I know that didn't look like a long time. That's because I was getting assistant. Get a move on! Oh, Twitch. Where are all the cloakers this game? Normally I would have been cloaked like several times by now. Low-key kind of suspicious. Deerfish, there we go. Yeah, no, it's really poor against those. I tell you what, something I do actually want to record. Ah! Oh, no. No, my frames are definitely not dropping, to be fair. Like, my eyes hurt, but my frames aren't dropping. The spearfish. Kinda cool. No, I don't really know why the FSA has been left in such a broken state for so long, but what I will say is exactly the same as what they did with the modifiers. They were like, okay, people hate the modifiers, but they don't mind these two. Specifically, at least in terms of lab modifiers. Specifically, it's the multi-special one. Called now? Can't remember. And the shields with the red lights on. So they barely do anything. Let's just leave those on. We'll come back to modifiers at some point. That's been the case for like a year now. It's been exactly the same with the FSA, where they're like, okay, we've absolutely ruined the game's balance. Let's just sit on our hands because like we're only going to make it worse. And we'll wait. We'll wait and see what the community requests next, basically. Dislike the judge. Or calling backup. Yeah, I knew they changed the name on it. Quite a name change. I don't need edit bags. I need camera skills. So, an overloaded camera that already has an active runtime, that's the problem. I didn't have the secure loop on them. I get how it works. Starbury's waiting on an adult. Basically, yeah. And then, like, let's see how this Jonas fella is. I don't imagine he's involved in, like, day-to-day development in terms of, like, programming, or I don't think he's an ideas man. What I will say is he's probably, like, a sort of... He's taking a bit of the Almir role, right? Kind of like a brand ambassador. I will steer the future of the Payday series to be successful, whether that's in Payday 3, future Payday games, Payday 2. It'll be interesting to hear him. It seems like he's someone who's worked with Adolf before. Alright, camera map. Genuinely don't know where the cams are on First World Bank. This is such a niche playstyle that, like, you need a... I tell you what, this heist has loads of cameras, but I think they're too high up. Well, that's syntax.
That drone program mentioned on the
You'll actually miss Scrambler a lot. What is it in Scrambler you'll miss? Like stealth skills, like cam distortion, is it called? Yeah, they have given us more run times. Kinetic short circuit's still coming in the game. Full recoil won't be in the game, but there's going to be ways to get crazy amounts of tools, so that won't be an issue. Extra pockets is basically in the game for ECMs. You can't use it on other tool types though. Signal scan's pretty much in the game. Speed hack's out the game. Sucks that actually. This is kind of a cool skill. Like super niche, but in theory, this will slow down speedruns, right? Do I plan on doing any more notoriety content? I saw they just reworked the art gallery. I saw that. They've done some really cool, impressive things with it. Will I make another video? Potentially. I kind of covered most of the content I wanted to on the first run-through, like the first two videos, the DLC one and the original playthrough. But that doesn't mean I won't take a look at it again. I think it stayed popular as well. No, Tokyo, I didn't actually. I completely forgot. Completely forgot to take a look at that. I'm sorry. Ready 3 players when Edge Grip Rush requires them to read. I mean, you know as well as I do, there's other reasons that system's disliked. Not because we can't read, it's not because we can't count. But I think the new skill system will scale better than the old one. Yeah, so the best thing about Skills 1.0 was probably its ability to scale. Like, it was pretty free to put in a new skill line. That's one of the things Mio really like extolled in terms of why the skill setup was good. I don't know if they ever considered selling skills, you know, as they had with perk decks before, but the first like 3 or 4 times they scaled it up pretty easily, right? This won't be as scalable because I think the only way you're ever going to scale it is if you add an entirely new tree like they did with Fugitive back in the day for Payday 2. Do I think they'll do that? Yes. If the game is still doing well, I've just realized I can't blow these up because they're all Titan cams. Wait, maybe I can. Got it. Can't. They can't be blown up, dude. This sucks. Wait. That's secure loot. I hate it. Doesn't work. Hey, Higgy. Really well, thank you. Hope you're doing well too. The new skill system, as it was presented, definitely doesn't have the skill investment like Payday 2. How do you mean by that? Do you mean like the scaling skill points? I think the version they're testing right now doesn't have scaling skill costs. Tell you that. Okay, so my ultra unique build has been ruined. Now I'm mad. Go down. Why'd that Civ run inside the place that was being robbed? What a dingus. Yeah, I'm tracing bullets around people again. Not having scaling skill costs is insane. Yeah, I can't fathom it, really. It's totally the wrong approach. It was one of the most fundamental issues in terms of balancing skills in the original system. Because, as I basically always said, the only reason why ammo funnel is so busted is because it costs the same as anything else. I mean, it doesn't even cost 2. It's not an aced skill. It's just a straight up single point buy. Stop and buy, yeah, appreciate it. Do you have a feeling they're starting to feel a hole in their pockets? I don't necessarily think it's as tied to financial struggles as you might think. Greed, certainly. I think it's got a lot more to do with the fact that they're seeking new revenue sources. Do they need revenue sources for the games to continue development? Not necessarily, I don't think. But they'd like them. They definitely like them. It's certainly a move for shareholders, though. Don't get me wrong. Like, not a gamer-focused move necessarily. Money is nice, yes. I think even if the biggest risk, I think, with the new skill system is that they end up being quite linear. And, like, you end up playing an SMG build or a LMG build. You don't get to play... I'd use Payday 2 as an example. Like an anarchist setup based around snipers, but also, say, you manage to max out your dodge for your build. You know, there's some varieties of things you're getting in there. Now, I think you will be able to do that with the way they've designed it. It was a beautiful pirouette. But there's no guarantee they've nailed that, and I think that's the greatest risk. It could end up being you specialize in one of those major trees. But that's still more specialization than we currently have, in my opinion.
I've got an RMM link to the access terminal. Let's see what's on this server.
That cloaker had me kind of tweaking there. Not a fan of the run and reload skills being separated. Yeah, you know, so I don't care for those very much. Like, I just generally don't use them, as I said in the video, but I know some people really like them, so I was a little bit perplexed seeing that. I think it's partially the fact they don't want to give it to things like assault rifles or marksman rifles, because they're meant to be more of a slow-paced playstyle. Why was that shield facing sideways, man? Like, his problem. Why is he... Why? How do you do that, mate? Are you lost? Oh, guys, can I, can we get sins, please? I need to see the value of it. Start recording. Little upcoming video spoiler for you. Also, these guys physically cannot break the computer up there. They've never been able to do it. I don't understand why. They will just constantly... Jesus. They'll just constantly try. Cams can only be blown up if they're breakable. It's such a shame. Making a kind of shoddy niche build even shoddier. How could they do this? I do kind of like the idea of using the new version of Secure Loot to mark, though. Feels a bit more viable now. You can't just mark with smoke grenades. Yeah, it's about build identity, certainly, and I think it will give that. But it's also about like build creativity, you know. I don't want it to be so easy to make the best build video. If I'm being like totally honest, I'm being insincere every time I say this is the best build in Payday 2 because it's way more nuanced than that, you know. Why did you like break that? What was that about? You could have kicked me, and instead he just like turned sideways and put a full moonwalk out. Michael Jackson wannabe. Love it. I don't know. The judge isn't an amazing weapon. It's still pretty satisfying. LCTV anarchist moment. Don't get started on me. Rip the hotbox build. Yeah, smokes are going to be incredible, by the way. But you're not going to be able to hotbox. Instead, you'll just literally kill people with them. And wacky. Oh, I stink. Dude had a lovely pirouette as well. What's wrong? My read about how ready skills 2.0 is. So I do have kind of like insider info when it comes to that because everything's on a cycle in terms of testing, part of the test server, all of that stuff's under NDA. I don't think it's like I don't think it's super ready. I don't think we're going to get it within the month or anything. But I think it's going to come out a lot sooner than I was anticipating, because I wasn't even sure if we'd see information about it this side of the new year. I'm also absolutely gobsmacked they've just decided to show every single skill. And a little bit like, why? Do you not think it might have been... And I'm not a marketer by any stretch of the imagination. Do you not think it might have been more interesting for them to show 4 skill trees, 4 total skill trees, and hold back 2, and then be a surprise, or even just reveal them close to launch? You could even do a trailer focused around their unique skills, like the throwing knife one, for example. Like, people would have been really excited to see that in action instead of just reading it and assimilating it. I think they're just covering their ass with the basically no changes thing, you know? I think it's a weird expectation thing. They changed Armor 2.0 significantly when you look at the numbers. And already, like, as you can see, I'm just going to reiterate it for people who haven't watched my Skills 2.0 video. You guys might have seen me losing my mind over how, like, poorly designed those skills were that gave you things for going down. Total misunderstanding on Starbreeze's part. Can't blame me. But yeah, it means for the number of downs you have. Basically, how the adrenaline skill tree already works, you know? So that's good to know. What's wrong with my zipline? Yes, originally the blue plates did not have 60%. Originally they were not busted. But they were also probably originally the weakest plate. And I understand why they overbuffed it, because even now, look at how many people are using Impact. Even though I would say it is an inferior way to play, or a harder way to play. Maybe not inferior at all. Like, if you're good at the game, I think you can make it work pretty easily. But when I'm streaming, like, why would I not just run 4 plates that never get destroyed, dude? Do I want a harder time? No, that's what I do the challenge runs for. For a die-hard blue plate player, since the passive is really nice. Yeah, that's what I love about 4 plates. Feels kind of grindery almost, you know? Picking up kills to heal. My armor, admittedly, not my health, but... Yeah? We getting zipline kills? Only challenges were still in the game, huh? Excellent spawn, Cloaker. 3 blue, 1 impact? What's the idea behind that? Is it impact up front, I assume? I just don't know why I'd ever nerf my blues, is kind of the feeling. I want shortest cooldown blues as possible, and the impact is going to really screw me on that front. Right, can we go pick up Johnny Sins, lads? I'll go upstairs and press the button if you want. Or, more likely, I'll go upstairs and get cloaked if you want. Uh-oh, we're about to start the final charge. We already have your sins? Oh. Guys, I was paying no attention. Picked up Johnny without me. Eh. I do sometimes wish I was just running the gunslinger variant, but then always ADS with this thing. Deal with snipers. You keen to see what I cock up with new skills? I mean, I'm excited to see what the people who really like the Payday 3 system at launch does with it. They're the real creatives, dude. They're making, like, hacker work in loud. I'm here for it. What are you doing, Techie? Why are you doing it? Mate, tase me! But I want to talk about it. Yeah, there's not enough skills in the world to fix that dude's brain. He's not feeling it. Yo, if he's on his break, get that man out of the heist. That's all I'm saying. If I'm one of these cops, I'm like, why? Why are you leaving us out to dry like that, dude? Desperately trying to... This thing's ammo pickup is, like, genuinely too good. It's too satisfying to me. I'm not. I'm trying to get the last of the loot, guys. Come help me. I'm also getting, like, an all-timer sociopath in. Holy. I ain't caught in. I'm locked in. About to get the goddamn guitar solo without the bug. Which is basically impossible to do, and I think that sucks. Nah, the cops are all dead, dude. Don't stress it.
All the data at Scry Digital is worth something. After you load up our servers, consider going back for a bonus.
Right. Time to uncart. Come in, lads. You've never used jacket or the bat? I mean, I gotta give it to him. Why is this telling me to interact with it? Guys, I missed the Sins Secure. Whoa! It's actually worth 500 odd thousand? That's pretty good. It's actually more than I thought it was. I have to change my script. Whoops. Yes! Got the sniper! You got to it, thought it was too OP, didn't bother, but wanted to support the game. I mean, fair enough. It is OP, but most of the overkill weapons are. Only the Mamba isn't. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just working on a video that involves comparing the value of loot steal. So it's interesting because Payday 3's loot values on average are really low compared to Payday 2's. Partially that's because they got rid of offshore, right? Offshore used to eat so much of your money. But also, there's just been like mega deflation in whatever Bane did to the economy, dude. I speak, I'm in big trouble. Mask of the week, eh? Last time we got a new mask of the week. Okay, heist with cocaine. Yeah, I'm doing my dailies. Get my dailies in. Why not? I'm thinking this one. What about cocaine? Yeah, it's not like Abenomics. Banenomics. Highly incompetent. But they made tasers more aggressive. They make them drop more mines, but they're not meant to just like forget how to use their stun guns. I don't know what actually happened to that one. They're not meant to break like that. I don't know whether it was the bags I had on me that were breaking him. I don't know whether it was the gun pointed at his head. If you sound like an Xbox mic from the days of COD. You mean like the original Xbox headset mic? Because I do remember talking with that. And then I got a pair of Turtle Beaches. I was like 14 years old. My birthday. Incredible. Incredible. What a life changer. And you know, like the one thing, because it's all about being able to like hear footsteps back then. I suddenly felt like a god. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, but it only had an actual like earphone on one side. God, now that's a throwback. That's the kind of nostalgia I need in my life. You're playing in mono right now? Hell yeah! For the longest time, by the way, when I first got my my Blue Yeti, so I mean we're talking 12 years ago, probably maybe 11 years ago. Originally, I used a headset mic, and it was actually a really good headset mic. I don't think I've ever been able to replicate its quality since. But once I got that, I had it on stereo, so like my voice would come from both sides. Good times, man. Good times. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're doing the classic, like, behind the ear. That's how I record audio. I don't have it feeding back into my headphones, but I want to hear myself properly, so when I record audio for videos, I always do one headphone on, one headphone off. You are not crazy for wanting your burning player cards back. Playing cards back. It was cool. Whoa. That's a nice bum. Yeah, I'm talking about Houston, I think. That was my line for you guys see the trailer for Fear and Greed? You can hear me going Wolf, you juicy man, or something like that. I just like totally ad-libbed it, and those are the words that came out.
You have 30 seconds until the assault. Lock and load.
Best cameo ever. Safi in the lobby, he's dying to not have touched the sky footage. Hey, leave him alone. Just having some co-op footage would be kind of great, eh, Safi? Maybe Mary in the top hat will stop complaining.
This is only the beginning.
Thank you. All right, people, here come the cops. Time to signal file. Light that flare.
Mate, you're my armor.
Snipes are commonly found. One, thanks. Greetings, follower.
The hell? Ah, come on. The judge has its moments.
They think they're protected.
Sniper spam on this heist is crazy. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? I just came for my cocaine. No one understands. Can't open that door. Okay. This was the heist Safi went in on, dude. Safi's a party powder hater. I can't remember what this video was called, but it was definitely some pun. This does not party my powder or something. Snipers are a nightmare on Diamond District. I actually think on Diamond District they're like the glitchiest. They're legitimately hard to hit a lot of the times because they're like inside the window cleaners. Shit. I like how sometimes it's saying like, oh no naughty word, and sometimes it's just shit. Jacket's tape orders, but damn bipolar. Tase me! Something's happened to the man. What's wrong with the zapper? Oh, he did! He managed to do it. I'm so proud of him. You think this is the second best track in the game, Luke? I'm a delivery charge truther, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh my god. Stop missing. Stink carry. Seeking red keycard. Hate both this and the delivery charge track. You're crazy. Hates good music, guy. Boys and Blue's got the best track. We are in agreement. I kind of like what they did with Houston Breakout as well. I like seeing the homages. I think they're like fair play. Instead of doing full-on remakes of certain heist tracks, just going for the homage. Like it. Timu Taser. That does explain why they look so plasticky. Fear and Greed has a good track. In general, I can't complain about any of them. You know, the most shocking thing to me about Unintelligible's last video, the fact he doesn't even like the bloody music. So I don't think he doesn't like this series. Siren Rush does also benefit from the fact that like people were ludicrously hyped for that time. The Mario and the Top Hat effect. What they'll call it in years to come. I've not actually watched all of the death of the game. Was there any reference of the Mario and the Top Hat effect? Oh, Big Man's already got it. He can sport. When are we getting the redone Razormine track? I feel like it should have been in the launch roster if it was going to happen. No money in there. My god, a rare actual break in the assault on this heist. I feel like it never happens. Sold a bank heist and made $1 million. X, you're rich, brother. Why do I keep switching to my secondary? Nice 360. He's picked up a mouse and keyboard well, hasn't he? Gone from being a controller pleb, so much better. What order? Didn't you put it in? If only I could scroll up on this text chat. Safi, can you give us the order, please? No, the snipers now shoot too fast. To be fair, there was a time when the snipers were shooting even faster than they are, and they were doing full damage. That kind of sucked. Take 2 of the epilepsy? No, please. Don't hurt me. I smell a techie. Woman located. Hell shot me. Where am I getting shot from? It's the sniper! He's shooting me with his pistol! Mate, you have a better option! Oh, the tasers! They got me! Oh, what's happening? Why's it not letting me shoot? Okay. Interesting. He distracted you, it worked? Yeah, like low-key genius. Fine. I only wanted one armor pack. One armor plate anyway. Just activated my trap build, dude. Just don't know it yet. Unintelligible got banned from the Lion Game Lion Discord for getting into fights with people. Why, man? Isn't he banned from the Crime Boss one as well? I don't understand the level of combativeness. I love a good verbal back and forth. I don't love what's happening to my eyes. Can't be getting banned. Little verbal jousting. All for it. Uh-oh. Got the sniper tree. Daffy. Oh, my skills. My precious skills. My skills 2.0. What they should do, like they did with Vice years ago when I think it's when they first released Nightclub. Like, Noli saves Safi 5 times. We'll release skills 2.0 today. I want more, she says when she picks up the HCL. They do this so rarely, I swear. Fair play to the sniper for finally whipping out his sniper. Game respects game. Happening again. What is going on here? There we go. I'm gonna make a video about the Payday 2 subscription thing. I actually addressed it like as soon as I hopped on stream. It's my overarching take is no matter how charitably you look at it, it still feels slimy, and I personally have no interest in supporting it. But I can see how certain players might get some like legitimate usage out of. Do you need some CS? HCL. I can see how some players might get some like legitimate value out of it for a couple of months. And for them, I am happy. But I don't necessarily buy, and don't get me wrong, I know Starbreeze has 1,000,001 problems, but I don't necessarily buy into the idea that this is the end. It's more of a like their desire for new sources of revenue never cease to amaze. Like, I mean, that's what AK's here for, you know? It's very easy. Oh, stop it, Snipe. It's very easy to forget, like, he is still a CEO and, like, revenue maxing. He is going to be revenue maxing. Lux maxing and revenue maxing. That's my AK. The main like red flag with AK was the why are you lads just like standing still? The fact that he was sort of responsible for monetization stuff at EA. Yeah, if there's one area of like potential worry, see that. I know Almir vouched for him. Yeah, okay. Do we even have all ingredients? Shock and Awe is a loss, by the way. That's just a good skill. Like, maybe a slightly overpowered skill. They're making staggers hard to come by, I think, in Skills 2.0. Yeah, the targeted subscription thing though, like it's only recently become a bit more in vogue, I guess. I don't think it's like they're certainly not the first company to do it as a massive DLC offering company. Do we need any more actual bags, by the way? That's what I was about to go off and do. Make sure we're not. For Christ's sake! My head in. Oh, there's another one. Disgusting. Ecky, it's got my plate. Go back. he responsible for the Star Wars Battlefront 2 thing? I'm not sure. Tell you what, that would be the most incredible... my accuracy. Be the most incredible thing to learn, though, wouldn't it? Suppose you could make the argument he learnt the lesson the harshest way, if that was the case. Will they bring back offline mode to Payday 3? My take on that, I've said this a couple of times before. If they ever do intend to shut the servers down, we'll get an offline mode with it. I don't think you're ever going to lose your content permanently. Because I just think they won't care anymore about the fact that, like, they don't have a way to protect their game. There is one thing I will say for Unintelligible's last video. I think it's pretty much spot on in terms of, like, the reasoning. I just don't think those are overly novel opinions. Why wouldn't there be snipers? Why wouldn't there be? What's going on, by the way? Are we, like, missing lots of loot? Okay, let's go out and find some CS then. No worries. To the hit. Oh, for I swear. They hate me. Hoping to find something. Oh, there's no more repair there. Thank you, big man. Yo, you're the GOAT, big man. Everyone else steals my armor. You're my savior. Okay, I deserve that. I deserve that. Yes, definitely deserved it. Every time I get sniped, it's Unintelligible's fault. That's what I'm saying. Have we got all the ingredients now? We don't, because we've got a weird number of them. Uh-oh, is that an FSA? You filthy. You ever see my, like... If it ever looks like I'm inside a collapsing star, that's someone spamming the Markham Mamba in my face. Out of the way. Spotted me, dude. This is shocking. I've not used the minigun in a while. Where are my boys at? Alright. Funniest baseball bat wielding meth head. Can't wait for the FSA to get nerfed. Yeah, I mean, it was just a perfectly nicely balanced weapon at launch. It will be nice to have that back, you know? Oh, he's pushed me out to get sniped. He's a genius. That bastard. Am I missing assassin skills or something? I feel like I'm not getting any health back. Okay, this is a problem. I just think we all gotta put our guns down in this situation, you know? I don't think anyone out here is wants anything but the best for the franchise, right? Well, at least that has been the case. Are we missing a bag somewhere? I need the goddamn armor plate again because snipers have ruined my life. Armor plate on legs here. Oh! Breathing my game ass. Yoink. No, I'm not selfish. What are you talking about? Selfish? Me? Alright, we're locking in. Hecky somewhere. Another armor plate is what it is. Harry, why do you look at women like resources? For God's sake. I should have known. Oi. Ah, don't do that to me. Ooh. I'm gonna bait this cloaker to you. Steal your armor plate. Where the hell is he? I thought he was gonna like full on like WWE me then. Like a wrestling move on me or something. What the hell are we missing, guys? We must be missing a bag out of like one of these side things. I'm ready to not be playing Party Powder. I feel like one of these guys right now. So we're pretty sure this happens because they spawn too many cops in case you're wondering. Yeah, here we go, found it. Oh god, I'm in jump. I'm missing assassin skills. It sucks. Invisibility? That's it. Yeah, invincible. So close to sociopath. Maybe that would be the way. Oh no. That's definitely the grenade launcher. I live in fear. Not out. Now he's out. Tell you what, it's throwing pretty hard this game. Any idea when the Skills 2.0 update drops? Guys! Would really help if this bulldozer wasn't in my face. Guy hates me. Payday 3? More like Payday 2 extra. No, refuses to revive Noel. Noli hater. I can't leave. I'm just gonna die. As soon as I try and get out there. Alright, I'm gonna go die on the... Look at the goddamn perfectly crossing streams. Wonderful. I got you, big man. Or not. I just pulled my bat out from the floor. Now that's cool. Yes! I complete my daily challenges. A smoke drop on down skill would be really useful around about now. Yeah, I'd love 6 seconds of ability. Of making my content useless. What the hell, dude? Don't worry, I'm not recording that. I just wanted to know how much sins cost. That's the extent of it. I tell you what though, tell you what has been used. These stupid skills. I'm gonna zap someone by the end of the day. Or it kills me. One or the other. I hate the war, by the way. Someone was telling me it's not ass. I think they're a liar. To bring a good secondary so I can hang with it. Also, like, what is going on? Am I just missing assassin skills? I am just missing assassin skills. Ugh. Why? Assassin? Death knell, but no assassin skills. What else can I get rid of? Probably this. There we go. The problem with the war is ammo is terrible since they changed the ammo economy. Night, Luke. Sleep well, mate. Play delivery charge. Not got my mandated contracted delivery charge playthroughs in yet. You stout? We can do that next. You stout? And the red box has always been a good weapon, right? Even at law, the only good. 5 and zip. Yeah, they definitely do. But I put it. I think I said this was the second worst weapon in the game, next like the SG compact. And I still kind of do believe that, you know. I think the Rheinfeld is fine. I think this has way more application. It doesn't run out of ammo for one. You know if the road rage scaffolds are still invincible spots? A little bit, yeah. The cops still struggle to get around to you. I did it last in the no skills run, and it's still mega OP. I tried to do it a little less, admittedly. Launch stacking red foxes on cook-off. Didn't they crash the game though? Like, overkill weapons crash the game when cook-off first launched. The Noobly? Yo, I'm gonna get... You're gonna... First of all, there's no the in my actual Nebula name. But also, you're gonna ruin me, mate. Because we're gonna see you out there and be like, yo, there's the Noobly. That guy who sucks at Payday 3, and... They're gonna, like, believe your crypto scams. Also, I don't think I've seen the Alienware mask at all, ever. Sick. Doobly, I love posting for profit. Yeah, I have been making those big YouTube bucks. Like, 50% of the viewership. Still masked off down here. That was brief. I just realized I don't think I used a asset. Honestly, that's probably for the best. Subscribe to my Patreon. Known Patreon peddler. That's kind of weird seeing that out and about, though. What the shit was he doing? Lead God on a mad one. I thought he was a player.
Thank you for calling.
Where was he off to? Back, mate. Oh, thank you. I mean, thank you. That happens way too often. I love how they said, like, Boys in Blue was a feature that the cops immediately get called. When it is absolutely not, and it's just a fact that they filled it with so many cops that will shoot at you. It immediately breaks negotiation. The war will be good when new skills drop. The problem with the war is, it's kind of like an assault rifle hybrid. And I don't know whether the SMG style armor stripping skills are going to be great on it. It'll be interesting to see. As I was trying to emphasize in the video, I do believe the way enemies are going to work is going to change a lot more than it looks like on the surface. Oh, you know what? This is maybe the perfect heist to use this weapon on, because there's so much ammo on it. I think you can expect, on the hardest difficulty at least, even regular light swats. I don't want to talk about it. We got it. Oh my god, he's doing it! Respect to the man. Like, it's such a shame, because it's a satisfying weapon too.
Police are on standby.
out of 10 aim. Yeah, I'm taking that one to the bank. Next CS Major, I'll be there. I'm really good at hitting them when they don't. You can see how bad the pickup is on it, because even with ammo funnel, it's kind of ass. That's like the moment out of the trailer, guys. Loop that a few more times, and I reckon we got something really marketable. Hey, it does have that good armor pen. But yeah, they're all going to need to be rebalanced, because like armor pen's about to not be that useful for certain weapon types. I bet. Budapest in November is the next CS Major. Thank you. I will be there. Rain or shine. I've earned my spot already. Ah yes, the final charge within 30 seconds. The plus side, this thing, the laser beam distant. We also got the decent. This I much prefer this spawn side than that spawn. Easier to get to and from. Ah. Harder to make that jump while fully armored. It's such a shame you but barely ever see actual armor. Why was that cloaker just standing there? Barely ever see the regular armored transport objectives, because with assets on, they just don't really spawn in. Those were just warning shots, guys. Don't worry about it. You see that flick? All that aim trainer work. This is the real reason I want melee builds. So I can finally stop missing. Oh, it's the medic bag. Focus so quickly on this. There he is. Do you guys feel like you're living life cloaker to cloaker and sniper to sniper these days? Because I do. I feel like that is the entire aim of the game. Also, I've just noticed they're also cameras. They're indestructible. I feel like explosive damage should do more for their visors and things. I think that's a bit of a missed trick. Average war gameplay uses the pistol half the time. I mean, it's kind of a necessity. It's why I switched over to a good pistol. Got him. Target neutralized. Voicing Captain Price in Black Ops 7, in case you guys are wondering. Yes, he's there. Shared universe. Why did she say it like that? She sounds so disappointed in him. You can tell that's from like a completely different recording session, can't you? Houston's down. This guy sucks. Like, we break him out of prison again? Oh, did you guys hear, by the way, on stream? This is something I've known for a little while. They talked about the fact, like, why Houston had his mask today on stream. And it's because they couldn't get the likeness contract with Derek Ray signed before its launch. Hilariously enough. It sucks without Magnum, dude. No, I agree. That guy might have been the most incredibly persistent, like, ice troll I've ever played with, but I loved it. It made for such a unique experience. Okay, great throw by me.
This bloodthirsty
Get out my way! I gotta save myself! Just immediately got up and got hit by this bulldozer. Ah! The noobly when he sees the noobly go down. If that isn't passion, I don't know what is. I need some fingerprints. Oh. Any fingerprints? Astley, please. Yeah, I feel like Noobly is such a kind, insulting nickname. Yo, these tasers have lulled me into a false sense of security. They're kind of popping off. Actual sneak taser. Oh! It's kind of nasty in there. Thank you. Getting some fingerprints. Don't worry about it. Oh, someone already has fingerprints in it. Just seen. I don't need fingerprint. So tasty. Thank you. I'm amazed I've not run out of ammo at all in this heist. It's partially because I'm using the pistol a lot, but also look at all this. It gave us so much ammo on this heist.
2 bags left.
You come in from crazy angles on this heist. What the hell? Take me to dinner first, dude.
Cops are not regrouping anymore. They'll keep coming until you're dead or in custody.
How am I getting legitimately flanked by bulldozers and tasers?
Listen up, you freaky bastard.
What's going on there? Oh no, my screen. Genuinely, I did not see that dozer whatsoever. Sneak attack. Switching to your secondary. Faster than reloading. Captain Price talking that. He knows a thing or two about war because he invented it. Whatever the soldier says. I don't know. I don't think I did a bit for that, did I? Maybe I did. Okay, that's okay. I just won't lose my plate, right? Pretty easy. Payday 3 is more fun when your team is playing against you. That's all I'm saying. I did do the Sun Tzu speech, did I? Speech. Alright, there we go. All nades on me. Yeah, please. Ideally. I'd be disappointed if they were anywhere else. Never find me. I vaguely remember recording something like that and being like, I can't really do a convincing American accent. What am I doing? I think medics will make a return. I don't think they will anytime soon. What was that noise? The sound of Dallas, my friend. I'm actually kind of proud of that one.
Bad skills on that one.
Yeah, that was a Sea Dog special. I was so happy when she just fully went for it with the heavy Russian accent. By the way, she didn't really know anything about TF2. It wasn't like she was acquainted with the heavy. I was like, just watch this clip and try and emulate it to the best of your abilities. With these things, you can either go in kind of light or you can all in it, and that's the key. If you get all nervous and you don't fully commit to the accent, you're gonna sound not as good. It's gonna be a bit more embarrassing. If you just full send, like the maid outfit, what is there to be embarrassed about? Day 1K, you like the Payday 2 subscription, or you think it's fine? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to war with them over it. I don't think their intentions are all pure, but it's true. Another game with a subscription. Does Elder Scrolls Online still have it? I definitely paid for like an Elder Scrolls Online subscription for 1 month just to get more out of the game for that month, then never picked it up again. And I do have an addictive personality. What can I say? We can all escape it somehow. As 12? Yeah, I want to suck. Yeah, that sounds good to me. I want to use a bad weapon. Big 40? Yeah, why not? Sucking's what I do best. Whoa! Who said that? Alright. Eastern Breakout, right? What I was hearing.
We're hitting the Supreme Judicial Court of New York.
What did they nerf with the TAS 12? So they homogenized it, basically. They made it function like the other shotguns, except worse, because they buffed the Rheinfeld, which was the other pump. And so it just doesn't feel very good. It's still an okay weapon, but it doesn't feel very good. And they took away its Titan spread on ADS, and that's now going to be a skill in Skills 2.0. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Like, in isolation, the subscription thing is fine. It's just, it's a precedent and a sort of direction I don't overly want the game to go in. I think it's really their duty to make that content affordable and available to people to own, you know? And what they did was the opposite of that initially. Whether intentionally or not, they made it more expensive. Which made that, like, statement by your boy head of commercial. It made that seem a little ironic, didn't it? Yeah, you know, one of my like sort of passive complaints about Skills is they didn't go far enough in certain places. It didn't. I love loads and loads of the skills, and it's way more detailed than I was expecting. But there are some skills I would add, I think. You know, we're missing those sort of like, oh, I'm going to run shotguns but specialize at longer range. I'm going to specifically run close range shotguns. It's more like, here are your shotgun skills. If you're running a shotgun, you're probably going to want most of these. Piece of shit Nebula servers. Nebula, so tasty. To be clear, I don't think... Oh, God. Maybe. Maybe Adolf did mean new Payday content was just a way to buy the old content. I genuinely don't think he's that dumb. I think he's switched on enough to have not meant that and to actually mean new Payday 2 content. I really do, and maybe that's just cope at this point. But yeah, like, expectations weren't really set for what it would be. I just don't like that we're moving away from ownership. The thing is, I'm not even like a physical ownership. Oh shit! I'm not even a. I slipped. I'm not even a physical ownership like maximalist. I buy everything digital because I don't. I've moved house too much in the last 5 years to want physical copies of anything. Like, give me things that I can carry around with me. But I do like to own it. Because I have commitment problems, right? I have the PS Plus membership, like the gold or whatever it is. Do that. Yeah, I own the PS Plus, and I like the civs. I like kind of don't want to play the games I own on PS Plus because I don't actually own them. Like specifically things like Bloodborne and God, what's it called? Demon Souls Remake. Like I've played them all for like 3 hours and then not completed them because I'm like, well, this isn't my game. Now, to be fair, that is undoubtedly a me problem. Like, I could just not be weird like that. Hi, Grain! Taz 12's gonna pop off now. Finally, my time has come. See, before the Taz was changed to be like a homogeneous shotgun like all the others, those ADS shots would be really powerful. they'd actually be one-shotting from that distance. The lesser spotted ammo bag. The thing is, I still don't think ammo is going to be very good. Yo, more civs to kill. I still don't think ammo is going to be very good when they add skills 2.0. I think it is the weakest of the trees, other than the throwable interactions. So if throwables are OP, maybe it'll get a lot of play. But that isn't really a product of it being good, is it? More of a passive outcome. Yeah, I just like ownership, and I think subscription models are really funky. I think the one place where it bothers me a lot less is music. Because in terms of accessibility, that always feels so open. But particularly on things like games, films, I like to own copies, you know. Nice. Got to pump, boys. Happens to the best of us. Oh my god, I'm painting again. I think it's like it's only ADS where my accuracy's gone down the drain, but yeah, like Spotify I'm kind of here for. I don't know about you guys. Spotify I was like a bit of an early adopter on. What other subscriptions do I have? I pay for Netflix. Oops. TV shows a lot less. There's like I feel like I'm less likely to rewatch, so the impermanence bothers me less. Yeah, some films, it would be nice to have like always on demand. Magthrow working with high grain, yeah, it's pretty cool. Sadly, Magthrow is dying. Magthrow is one of those skills, like, I don't really care for it. Oh my god, they're letting us trade. Don't let them know. You guys are meant to be dead. I'm just taking these for later when I inevitably get demolished. Magthrow is dying just like Payday 3. I just think Magthrow could easily be a part of another skill, you know? Like, it wouldn't hurt the game, would it? Oh! Alright, I got 2 already. Found 2 people to trade that weren't, like, splattered over the floor. We lost high grain? Nah, we didn't. We still have high grain, basically. Split across 2 skills for some reason. I hate it. Just give us Bullet Storm. Fun. You give a date for Skills 2.0? No, not yet. I've said a few times I would say 2025, but they haven't even been like out about that enough. So no certainty. Noobly or Yelwonk? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what the name of my next Steam account's gonna be. Thank you for naming it for me. I actually need it for an upcoming video, so. The Noobly returns. Like literal mag throw, kind of like the Borderlands weapons where you chuck them after reloading. I'm here for it. And the Spaz 12 just feels better ADS. Oh, those dudes were perfectly synced up. That was great. I got Red Fox. But I switched that. I guess it makes sense, because I don't really have a way to kill snipers. I was like, I'm going to zap him so he stands still. Proceed to miss every shot on him while stood still. God, I'm ashamed. Paladins did that for a few characters, did they? So I basically, when I played Paladins, I basically only played the turtle dude with the, like, Roadhog pole. Makoa? Yeah, I remembered his name. And I also played quite a bit of Maldamba, the snake lad. And I played Ceres? Yo, I can't believe those names have come back to me. That's... Why was I hiding that in my, like, cerebellum? Absolutely no need to retain that information. TDR X Payday, yeah. Is it the TDRs that you throw on reload? I don't know. I'm kind of a Borderlands 1 head. Yeah, because I was such a big Smite gamer, I was always going to at least try out Paladins. If only for that, like, Fernando Ares skin. Satisfying, wasn't it? This thing's ammo pickup is too good as well. Constantly having to shoot spare shots into the abyss. What are you doing, mate? Sliding into a corner like that. I think they fixed the snipers, didn't they? They actually shoot down on you again. Basically, there was an invisible wall stopping them previously. Smite? Ooh, oh, come on. Game of all time, that. I'd like to see a melee deck go up and, like, tear Doze's armor. That sounds sick. Let me finally use the drill wolf style, man. It would have been a hell of a bombshell if they'd showed us, like, oh yeah, and we've got a brand new melee system coming out with this Skills 2.0 update. But that's one of the things that I think there is still room for, you know. Freezes have been crazy today. It's all server side. It's not, like, there's literally nothing I can do to make it any better. They just hate us. Axelbite boys or whoever took over. Like, Axelbite still exists. They're still doing the It wasn't so bad, actually. They're still doing the item servers, I believe. They're who we're still stuck with. The reason why offline isn't possible.
Well done, team. But don't think they'll give up that easy. Stay frosty.
My launcher? Nah, I'm using the red fault. I can't break anyone's screen. Melee 2.0? Just Melee 1.0, really, let's be honest. I'm not sure that the Gumbuck whack counts. Ah, they're talking to you, I see.
30 seconds until they hit you. Focus, people.
Makes sense. Guys, it's pissing it down. It's actually kind of a neat detail there. Puddle's weird, though. I've been able to hear Cloaker for ages. I think he's stuck up somewhere. I low-key think people like this heist because the Cloakers get stuck. FBI assault. Do you guys want to leave the FBI going? I'm down. We get heist 2.0. Honestly, now we are talking. I'm down for an FBI assault where, like, Cloakers are broken. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. He kicked me in the head already. Severe concussion. The whole point of overkill weapons was that they were able to go batshit crazy and then balance it separate from the weapon system. We need our Payday to. Jade 2.0? I mean, they're never gonna get her into lines. I think like character voice lines. I think they would feel it was a waste of her time if they had her in to record some lines for a heist, say, and they were like, actually, can you record those lines you did 3 years ago, please? Tough conversation saying, like, yeah, the community, their ass as well. Headhunter works with the Red Fox? Does it? Do you know why that's a really Oh, no, it's not. I was about to say, does that mean it is categorized sniper? But the problem is, it doesn't matter. There's no weapon categories in that game. Why would you do this? Our Payday. Yeah. I think that is part of the problem. It's like shade fatigue. At least Vlad, let Vlad have like a shared heist like he did with Locke. Because I felt the same thing with Locke by the end. I had Locke fatigue. I always understood with Bane, because it was Simon Vickland and he was just doing double duty. But when it's like a full-time voice actor, it's a little bit less sense to me. Watching. That rapid drive-by. Yeah, get stuck in. Got there. Second time, the cops have synced up perfectly. Yeah, I really enjoy Bullock's Mansion for that exact reason, because their interactions are actually pretty good on that heist. He also interacts with Bullock. Kind of slept on. Those Revival era Payday 3 heists, Payday 2 heists, sorry, like. I don't actually know if we fully realized how lucky we were to get some of those heists. They were really good. Even on a heist like this, until we get Skills 2.0, and like I don't dislike this heist, the gunplay has kind of worn thin on me at this point. Oh, I'm using one of the most frustrating weapons in the game right now, but even so. We're just playing with the FBI assault on because, like, why not? What are they gonna do? Actually, hear sniper shoot. Now it's the final charge and the FBI assault. Truly. We're in for it now, lads. Ah, shit. It's actually an insanely fast kill. The Taz ain't that bad if it's able to do that to Bulldoze. I killed the cloaker, lads. I found him. Through like 3 different walls. I find the techie the same way. Are those the snipers? I should not have unleashed this cloaker, I've just realized. Dumb. Now they're just gonna keep spawning there. Hilariously. Techie. Shoot through the entire map. Do I play with any mods? No, I try not to play with mods because it mostly just console players, understandably. I get lots of questions like, how does your game look like that? And since they seem to be just using Vanilla HUD Plus in their updates now, I do kind of miss having a, what do they call it? Damage numbers mod, I won't lie. Ours just needs to shoot faster like the Rheinfeld. Kind of sick. Because it's certainly pretty strong.
Remember to block.
Cops are not backing the fuck off anymore. You need to prove it. Really bad.
Imagine they had hand-to-hand dozer variations. I think that would be fun, you know. Not the noobly. I don't have any revive skills. Where are all the cops at? I don't have a launcher. What about this?
Bunker down.
Oh wait, you're not talking to me. I'm just so used to being called that. I'm desensitized to the bully. No bully, please. Also, huge shouts out to Kayari for just like actually playing the game. that's my guy.
This attack wave won't stop until they have you in custody. Get the fuck out of there.
It would be so nice to be able to hack and blow up these cameras. A unique playstyle.
Shoot out the band's goddamn antenna.
Where's he gonna go?
They gone, Dima. They gone.
Luck of the Irish.
Lock up the Irish. Are we done?
Please use protection.
French bulldozer. Yeah, there was also a time when the mod loader was bricking everything. That was fun. We found it in the partner build. Good times, good times. Bracken, please do. I need you. Right now. 90% big meanies.
They're not retreating this time.
Oh, so I hear you lost respect for the bulldozer. You know what's so sad? Martin Verne is one of the few OGs we still got. We can't be mocking him for his bulldozer comment. The last of his kind. After that, like, Andreas has been there since late Payday the Heist. Appear to be dying. Won't let me call my red fox, guys. Over. And on this. Kinda good. This is with FBI assault and final charge. Although I don't know if the final charge makes any actual difference. Rare Payday 3 survivor. At this point, though, I'm always a little bit confused. Like, why wouldn't you? If all your old friends are off doing different things, gonna link back up with them? I don't know. I guess we're just gonna always see secure all loot because of the thing down.
Medic bag available.
Get on here.
Always have the first aid kit on standby.
Love to see the newest heist barely bring people back in. It was, especially because it was a good heist, but it warned them. It was pretty clear to me that it was gonna have a hard time if there was nothing that non-DLC buyers enjoy. They put a weapon in with it. I genuinely reckon player peak would have doubled. Not that like the difference between 1000 and 2000 is what saved the game, so maybe we just shouldn't stress about that. How does that not make it into your vids? I'm sorry. Sorry. Boarding, unfortunately. Like it way more than Party Powder? Yeah, me too. I think excellent heist. I am going off it a little bit in loud. No, it just feels a bit repetitive. And everyone always runs assets, which never get the variety. Like, the RNG feels really fixed. this is my problem with the asset system. I think it is flawed right now. It really drives me up the wall. It didn't add the RPK. Or dog decent. That's one way of putting it. I agree, actually. I don't know why they stopped adaptive from being purple. I don't know whether there was some like accessibility issue with it or what, but anything but. I'll use the other SIG that's marginally worse. I'm down to raw dog it. Let's raw dog it. Read. I always scroll right down to the bottom. It's just that's the Starbreeze lack of communication, right? You got whoever is working on, like, from the marketing team, who's working on the splash art for it, who knows that the RPK is coming and assumes it's going to be like a highlight worth including. You know, they've done it before with like the Queen's Wrath with Clover on Boys in Blue, and then that content's been pushed, but they don't have time to like mess around with it. And then people are like, "Oh, you guys are doing such a good job of teasing the RPK," as if like it wasn't meant to be there. Thanks, Kyojin. I appreciate you locking in while the other clowns were blowing me up. Oh, wait, wolf. I promised a wolf. Quick. Yeah, QR codes, blue and red key cards. They work much better for stealth, don't they? They definitely do. A rare zipline bag. Now we need to raw dog it. No refrigerated tech. I think that breaks it. Redeem Dallas. The problem is I can't see redemptions when I'm multi-streaming. It's gonna tell me. I hate that guy. Do the melee skills have animations? I wonder. Yeah, I think it would be a bit of a missed trick if the throwing knife at least didn't have an animation. My time has expired and must go. Big man, that makes it sound like you're about to depart for good. Take it easy, dude.
Looks like the depot has a few different access points. Pick a door, any door.
Well, those grenades.
You'll find the
Impressive.
Kawatuchi's money in the transports and shipping containers. I've also heard there's a vault around here somewhere. Probably in the main building.
I genuinely don't know where the zipline goes. I think I've only ever brought it once. Ah, you have the turretism? I think turrets are going to be totally busted. I would not be surprised if they didn't put a cap on the damage boost before it launches. I think I mean, we'd have to see, because like sentry turrets are a bit inconsistent. But if that shit's doing more than 200% damage, I think it's probably like busted. So first time you've seen the cage, really? But that's because you always have assets. I bet loads of people still haven't seen the one in the back. The Fear and Greed one. We will definitely be doing 4 players with turrets on the Builds 2.0 build. I think this one actually might get all the partners back playing instead of it being basically just myself, Safi, and Rusty Chains who makes videos. Obviously, Troy makes videos on them, but isn't part of the partner program, so doesn't get that initial play. You use the container once. It's a little infrequent, and I bet like 90% of the community hasn't seen all the cool. Why am I getting QR codes? I bet 90% of the community hasn't seen the actual RNG variant, because they're both like 10%. They're pretty low odds. Like, even I've only seen one of them once. I include it in the video. Weapon has insane accuracy. Roy doesn't play Payday at all right now. No, he's playing his Sonic racing game. I know that. how they made the loot secure, despite the fact it's like something so insecure. That's the word. Which is my first language. I promise. Scam.
Snipes are commonly found.
Why is the 403 so goddamn good over range?
The only bird that can truly hover.
The only bird that... Yeah, Safi's super good.
Watch the hostages. Rescue them.
Optimistic brother. Yes, I got the fob. They're so back. Hey, what's happened? Where are those bullets go? Son of a bitch. Get sniped, my friend.
I cannot do it alone.
Thank you, Creed. I'll join the playtest? What, Skills 2.0? I don't think they're gonna do one. I'm all for it. I'm very pro playtest. I understand the frustration people have only seeing like Payday partners playtesting things, and that obviously limiting the feedback as a result. Completely get it. If the shoe was on the other foot, I'd be frustrated too. What I would say, ever the optimist, what I would say is they have a really bad habit of when they do those public like playtests, it changes nothing. Ah.
The beast has fallen.
M7 enjoy it. I love this weapon. I still think it's quietly one of the best weapons in the game.
Can spot prey up to 3 miles.
It's so much harder to like just instantly find all the loot like this. So even though it adds a lot more loot if you do have the like full vault, it's so easy to find it all, so you end up completing the heist a lot faster. Dislike the pursuit post-shotty buffs? I mean, it's no longer the best by a mile. Still pretty good. Not exactly a content creator, but you still like to make a video on what's revealed about Skills 2.0 so far? I think you should. I think that's actually a really good sign for Skills 2.0 though, you know? I don't know why I've decided the shield must die, but he must. That's a fantastic sign if people who aren't necessarily doing this all the time are like, yeah, I want to discuss my thoughts and feelings on it. Love the pursuit. They can't miss cloakers. It's a big deal for a guy with aim like mine. Skills 2.0 blew me away. I'm pretty sure that's what the stream was titled on Twitch. I saw someone the other day complaining on Reddit about how that's like, you know, the default response. It's kind of unserious, but you got to understand that the only way you can like get through those sorts of like slip-ups is you gotta wear it like a shield a little bit. It's the classic like how to get over bullying advice. Just like own the thing. Oh, you're a weirdo because you like Pokemon? Hell yeah, you like Pokemon. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. What the shit? That box just exploded. That's hilarious. No one can touch you if you just fully own the thing, you know? As soon as you have any doubt, that's when you're in trouble. Life lessons with the Noli.
Can spot prey up to 3 miles.
I mean, I obviously wish it didn't happen. I wish I'd had a more astute video. But I also, like, I can't allow myself to beat myself up about it constantly, because A, it would come into the videos, which I think it did a little bit for a time. And B, like, it was a very genuine fuck-up, not some sort of malicious tense situation. I'm not going to forgive myself. Who will? I should make a heist rank all the heists in Payday 2 and 3 on a tier list. Well, there is one for Payday 2. And it is pretty thorough. Could rank the Payday 3 heists pretty rapidly, I reckon. Does anyone have a tier list? I am a React content creator now. I'll do it live on stream. Ouch. I love 3-round burst shotguns. I think it's such a fun concept. This might actually still be one of my favorite weapons in the game, despite it not being that good anymore. Yeah. Watch Baby Noldy's Payday 2 list recently? I wasn't that much of a baby, was it? Oh, actually, I remember recording that. I was in, like... I've lived in about 4 different places since then. I was in the first, like, tiny apartment room.
The pack is stronger than ever.
In the kitchen. Yeah, spot on. That was one of the funniest setups I think I've ever had. That room was minuscule. I don't think I can explain enough how tiny it is. The perks of living in London. Absolutely no space. When's the maid fit coming back? It stares at me every day. When I get ready for work, I'm like, maybe today's the day. They can't judge me. It's a progressive company. Guess that's too many walls. Yeah. Pretty sure I'm actually landing those shots. The Noobly's in custody? I thought it was very quiet for a moment. Almost there. Like Spider-Man, yeah, like Green Goblin moment. Yeah, like Willem Dafoe. That's a huge compliment. That man has a ludicrously large penis. So much so it was apparently uncomfortable on set. They were like, this is just too big, it looks ridiculous. Where's my fun Willem Dafoe fact? Bro, what? You never heard that before? I can't remember what film it was on, but he was like legitimately asked by the director, like, can we use a prosthetic instead? Well, hung like a horse, sir. Yeah, it's the stagger on the M7 that makes it so ridiculous. It means that, like, you're very rarely taking damage back. You got everything! Did I play Shade? Come on, Noobly. Let's skedaddle. I feel like I called the SIG not that good, but this thing kind of pops. Pops.
Well played, team. You put a big spotlight on the mob's little operation, and you cost them big.
You made one before Boys and Blues. Pretty outdated. I might have a quick look on tier list. What it's called? I dream of a day when we don't have to unlock heist favors by completing heist. That day has yet to come. Alright, one sec. I'll be amazed if there's one with delivery chip. Everything else. January 2025. June 20. Yeah, this has got up to party powder. That'll do the job. Hang on, I gotta read. These are. They've picked the like front screenshots, which actually look kind of nice, but it's not immediately obvious which heist it is. I'm just gonna change it from like written tiers because that's always a bit. B. Download. How can I do it in... Wait, live voting poll? I have to log in. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a full-time tier list at... Ah, here we go. Presentation mode. Get rid of those goddamn ads. Alright, hang on. Switching. Ah, wait. The browser source one. Yeah, because I delete. There it is. Oh, I know why it's not working. Payday 3's in the way. It's annoying me how this top bar is... There we go. Okay, here we go. Tier list video. You know the drill. My face is in the way. Where the hell should I put it? Down here? Yeah. Okay, no rest. Easy A tier. Zoom out a bit. Thanks. And why am I at 150? Can't see it because... Ooh. Hell yeah. That should do, right? Gear maker, that's what's... Alright, whatever. Wide lock spotted? Yeah, dude does just keep getting wider update to update. No rest, easy A. I don't know where I'd put it around like Payday 2 heist, but I definitely think it's one of the better heists in the game. It's a really good introduction to all the game's mechanics. Why are we tier listing it? I've become a reaction stream. Like the next best thing, right? Road Rage is a weird one. Like at launch I actually kind of liked it, but I don't know. I don't dislike Road Rage. Never choose to play it anymore. I think partially it's the boring setup phase, which you need. You need it, but I just don't want to piss around for like a minute 30 before every heist. That's the reason I don't like negotiation. I just want the heist to get going a bit. But I will put it in C because like I think it offers some unique challenge, and it's funny because that the mechanic of like pushing the car down the road is something they've wanted to do in a Payday game since Payday the Heist. One of the cut heists from Payday the Heist was exactly that. Not on a bridge. I think it was like a Heat Street style thing where you moved along with the van. They did it again in Hoxton Breakout, but that was a little bit different too. It was more of a checkpoint based move thing. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of replay value, but it was one of the most difficult heists on launch, and I'm slightly nostalgia goggled. Diamond District? Dirty Ice. This is the most if this was on Atmosphere, it would definitely be S tier. But the spawns on this heist are so ass, man. Like they only spawn round back. I guess I should be including stealth as well. It's a fun stealth heist with like way more roleplay type things. Wish you could drive the truck. Yeah, I always thought it was crazy that they moved back from having like driving mechanics, just having none. Definitely better than Road Rage. I'd be comfortable putting it above Road Rage because it's like this one nails the heisting fantasy, and it was one of the most exciting heists for me to try out the first time. But in Loud, it kind of devolves into a bit of a nothing heist. It's also one of the easiest in the game. But yeah, I agree. Like a sort of B to C tier. This is stealth. This is Loud. I agree, Bones. Fearless streamer? Oh, come on, Matt. People like this. I've realized. People hate watching me play the game for one reason or another. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I've got way more like hatred for Neon Cradle, for Rock the Cradle, than I feel I should. Visually, top tier, really cool setting. I like the way stealth is designed, but I think the fact you end up barely interacting with stealth sucks. And I also think Loud is just a mess. They should have evolved the mechanics a bit more than just, okay, the crypto wallet's busted. I guess we're just going to piss around with everything. I like this. No, Denise, don't worry. Skull Kid is actually the creator of my thumbnails, believe it or not. He's giving me a bad time full time. You love Rock the Cradle, A tier? I still think it is probably better than Road Rage, and maybe better than Dirty Ice. I really dislike this heist in Loud. That's its problem. I'm gonna put it below Dirty Ice. Under the Surface got. Dude, I just I hate all these heists. At launch, I was like S tier, the coolest stealth, and then as I played it a bit more, I'm like, I really hate failing stealth because I like tripped up on something and my foot touched the floor. And it has the circles. In Loud, it's a little bit of like a snooze fest. It's just like leave as quickly as possible. But like its stealth is so much better than Road Rage's. I think it's not great, guys. I'm gonna put it in between the two. Under the Surface is a cool heist. It's held back by Payday 3's mechanics. I think you could still have a lot of the puzzles and it be fun. Better stealth than Road Rage. I mean, what I mean is it has stealth unlike Road Rage. But yeah, the jank and the unreliability and the fact that servers stutter, held back by the game it's in. I actually love the visual design and I love the setting. And I think some of the concepts are really cool. But it falls apart a bit. Golden Shark, easy B tier. This has fallen down for me over time. I just think it's too repetitive. This heist was ruined by Transporter. One of the few things Lucky and I truly agree on. I think, like, the heisting fantasy of dragging the bags from the vault upstairs has been totally lost. And the zipline, to a lesser extent, ruined it as well. Like, I really like this heist and no zipline. Before we realized ziplines were broken. Like, and I'm talking, like, day one. Definitely one of the best heisting fantasies. Stealth is fine. I think they weren't creative enough on the escape. This is a heist that would have really benefited from pre-planning. Like, imagine Big Bank style pre-planning where you had 4 different escape options, things like that. Doesn't the surface get elevated because of the secret painting? No, the only part of that I like is the part where someone on cams can see the wires and they have to direct you. I think that's really sick. That's one of the coolest objectives they've ever done, but it's still C tier as hell. Bus crash would be sick. Yeah, agreed. Instead, it's like rooftop Loud, basement stealth. Would massively benefit from the addition of pre-planning and a bit of a redesign. It's got circles in as well for some reason. Like, they didn't need to put those circles in it. The heist doesn't benefit from them in any way. The heist was better. Do you guys remember when... what's it called? The skill that let you like bash through doors was broken, and it would just say with 99 boxes you could skip the circles. It was a better heist. So yeah, B tier for me. 99 boxes. Like, it's kind of bandwagony to put it in D tier, isn't it? I think this heist actually has kind of a fun stealth ceiling. I really do. I'm not putting it in D tier. But maybe that's just like I need a more even tier list, so it should be. 99 boxes is better than Rock the Cradle. So, like, I'm not really interfacing with Loud here. I think Loud on this heist is unfun because of the way the cover and spawns are designed. I think sniper spawns are really repetitive. They need more of those chopper spawns to make them more interesting. The fact they're pretty much all on the roof sucks, and they're like a constant distraction. This is a more fun heist in solo. Like, this is always one of the most fun heists when I've done a challenge run on Payday 3, because it is a genuine challenge. We'll see. I'll put it in D tier for now, but it is boring. Pretty bad if you really think about what you're doing on it. Yeah, true. It also like doesn't really interface with Payday 3 stealth mechanics very well. The QR code section stealth is a bit boring, and you have to do it every time if you want to stealth. It's like the first 3 minutes of the heist feel wasted. Touch the Sky. If this was Safi's tier list, it'd be way up there, right? I loved this at launch, but then I realized how repetitive it was in Loud. I still think the play space is fun, and it's great with like shotguns. It's a great build playground, what I actually thought 99 Boxes was when I played it during Gamescom. This is the best build playground in the game. And I still find it fun, like the visuals are appealing enough. I like that it's a brighter daytime map. I wish they'd stop releasing night maps, man. But, and also it has actually a genuinely interesting stealth that is a massive step up from Loud. There's no reason for you to do stealth. The only time people ever stealth this was when you could break it. You guys remember Mass Mania? Commander or people like that, Ice Carltons like myself, they were breaking it using like flashbangs and things. I think it's B tier. Turbid Station sucks, dude. This heist doesn't need to suck either. Whoops. Expected source on it. This heist has fine elements. They've improved like the traversal on it. They've mostly improved the objectives, I think, and made them more interesting. But oh my god, what were they thinking with the this is the only heist where I don't feel like your footsteps should bait cops in, because it just makes the heist slower. It's stealth only, and it doesn't need to be stealth only. Like, this totally could have had a converted Loud the same way they did with like Delivery Charge. It wouldn't have to be that good. Everyone knows Delivery Charge's stealth is better than Loud, but it exists. They just didn't bother with this one. And that one objective that's either take an impossible hostage or do stand in circles again. So bad. So yeah, whilst I think the traversal on this map is really good, and I enjoy it, that's the only element of it I enjoy, and the fact you get every guard alerted to you when you dare to sprint sucks. And do you know, yeah, that Bones, you're so right, because god damn it, I loved this heist in Payday 2. I also think I've just like fatigued on this one really quickly, because I enjoyed it fine at launch. I thought it was going to be a fine stealth rendition. And again, doesn't really interface with Payday 3's unique mechanics, actually only makes a bad use of them in my opinion. I don't like Cook-Off that much either. But that's a me problem. You can still have lots of fun on Cook-Off. Spawns are a bit basic. Like, I get why people like Cook-Off. I think Rock the Cradle low B. Huh. Cook-Off solid B tier. Just so repetitive. Somehow, I've gone from thinking this was a step up from the original version, like I like the map changes they made, to genuinely a marginally inferior version. I can't work out why. What it is with the mechanics that frustrate me so much now. Again, it's a good build playground. It doesn't have stealth, which shouldn't drag it down too much, because, like, how could it have stealth? I don't really enjoy the process of cooking either. Would I rather play Road Rage than Cook-Off? Yeah. Unless it's, like, live on stream and we're doing something crazy. Is that fair? I enjoy Cook-Off on stream, but I'd never play it solo. Gotta put it C. Syntax error. We played it earlier today. Sometimes this heist is fun. I think its stealth is fine as well. Like, I like the way you move around the downstairs part in stealth. Upstairs is super underutilized. I love the escape. I think the escape should have lasted for way longer. Raise road rage to B because it used to be the hardest heist in the game. It's always been buggy though. You've always been able to break it. I do think this should be more based on my enjoyment, and like 9 times out of 10, I'm probably actually more like this. I don't mind playing these heists. I really don't, but I'm never excited for it. Whereas occasionally road rage, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to snipe on road rage. Texas B better than Touch the Sky. Yeah, I agree. I was about to place it around about there. I think this is like a point of balance type heist. Pretty good. Never worth the money. Like, it was always way too expensive. But like a fun enough experience with a unique loot type and sins. I wish they did more with sins. Solid spawns. Bulldozers that spawn in quite late, which I actually think is to its advantage. Otherwise, I think it would get really samey really quick. I just wish they built out the escape more. Like, you spent more time in that escape section. Boys in Blue. At launch, I was like here with it. Like, I was pretty underwhelmed with the whole setting. I know there's a dude in the Discord who thinks that like everyone in the community warped my opinion of it. And like maybe they did because everyone was having a good time, and I was like, why do I hate this shit? Like, what's wrong with me? Maybe I should try having a good time with it. But I think like the combat on this heist is literally a match, and I can't really put my finger on it. Like why is the combat on Boys in Blue so good? I've stealthed this heist like 3 times in my life, by the way. I don't overly enjoy the stealth. But, like, why is Boys in Blue's combat like head and shoulders above everything else? It's got to be the cop spawns. Something about the cop spawns just hit right on this heist compared to others. You think No Rest is worse than... I think No Rest is like the quintessential Payday 3 heist. I think No Rest has a slightly more enjoyable stealth loop. Maybe that's just the setting. I was always so disappointed that it was like a tiny police precinct. I wanted to do something a bit more high stakes. And so I was a little disappointed when I saw the scope of this heist initially, but I actually think the setting's really good in hindsight. The lockboxes alone. You know what? That's actually such a good point. All loot on this heist is worse. Although you have to do the safes on Bib, and I hate the safes as well. I'm going to leave it here for now. I do agree. Do you know until when the 2nd anniversary bundle will be available? As far as I know, it's a permanent offer, so it's not always going to be on sale. Someone told me it's about £45 right now. The sale is just temporary for this anniversary celebration, but I'm pretty sure the 2nd anniversary edition will exist forever. Because it's just it's a year 2 edition. Snipers are annoying on Bib. That's true, they're a little bit annoying on... No, they're just annoying in general. They are. I'm going to leave it there for now. You Stout. Like that, probably? No, like, I enjoy the fact you can complete it really quickly, or you can stay and get all the loot. But that process is a little bit repetitive. We did it just then with like an FBI assault. Do I think it's better than Golden Shark? I don't know. I love the fact it's used to breakout. Like, I think that is cool. And in stealth, it can be really fun. Got some unique objectives in stealth. I like the premise of like blackmailing the judge. It's so out there. So it is a little bit held up by its stealth for me. Actually has some half-decent assets, except for that one that spawns you downstairs and is just awful. So many cop hordes in a good location. Yeah, you're saying it has like the Boys in Blue effect, which is that the combat's just fun on it. I agree, but we played it earlier today, and good lord, by the time we got to the escape, I was like burnt out on it. But maybe that's a me problem. I agree, Square Rabbit. That's actually a really good way of fixing the safe minigame. I personally think you should just be able to... There should be a skill that lets you insta-crack safes. Or do the lockpicking minigame on them instead, because it's faster. But no, they still haven't done that, even with the new melee skill. Dude, Diamond District. So when it first came out, I was like, this heist is amazing. I love everything about it. Now I just never play it. And it's mostly because I can't be arsed going around the heist picking up all the loose loot. And I've realized that with delivery charge the more I've played it. Like, I want... You're going to see, like, where I put... What I put in S. It's coming up next. But I've realized that's what I like. I like heists like that. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Melancholy, mate. So much for the 5 tier 1 gifted. You're going to see a lot of wolf dancing. I appreciate that so much, my friend. Thank you. Oh, wait. What was I saying? I'm completely distracted. Bro hates loot. I think Payday 3 is a little reliant on it. It's why transport is so good and important. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the Skills 2.0 video. I gotta say though, recently the one I'm most proud of was the meta history video. So if you've not checked that one out, maybe you'd enjoy it. I was announcing my next Payday 2 challenge run. I'd rather announce that like at the start of the stream. just in case like testing goes wrong. But yeah, Diamond District, I've gone off a little bit. The combat can still be really fun. There's some really good like spawn layouts and little sections I enjoy. But the overall process of loot gathering and stealth is okay. It's got a little mix of like casing mode stealth. It's not a bad heist, but I just never play it. And that's probably a me problem. Snipers are crazy annoying now as well. Genuinely think Diamond District is only a bit better than Golden Shark. I think I'd rather play Golden Shark because I'm like, there's my objective. I'm going ahead. I think I'd rather play Syntax because it's a little bit all over the place, but the overall area is a little tighter. I'm going to put it just above Touch the Sky, I think. It's a good B tier heist. It's free. I still stand by the fact it was a great addition at the time. Why would you put smash and grab heists on this? I'll do them at the end. Do them at the end, what mage? Diving in between stores onto the brutal streets is fun. Yeah, I think this has great loud moments, but like the overall experience feels a little bag simulator for me. Fear and Greed is S. No messing with bags, which as you can tell is like the criteria for me to enjoy a heist. Hot take, Fear and Greed is B tier. It was the first heist that offered genuine difficulty as well. Like, you can't forget that. It has been power crept because we've got so powerful, but when it came out, those spawns were crazy. And I really valued that. It's like the only thing I struggled with. I definitely think Fear and Greed is the best heist in the game now. I enjoy the concept. I love the setting. The rooftop is actually one of the most cinematic bits in the entire franchise history, I think. Going to be interesting to see if this tier list changes with Skills 2.0. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if they really tank cops up, it will change the heist I enjoy as much. It definitely will. Something that's very spawn heavy like Fear and Greed would probably fall down a little bit. That's the best escape of any heist in Payday 3. Agreed. Has a really unique stealth experience. Masked stealth, like the non-asset version of stealth, is brutal. So tricky. And I really like that. And then unmasked stealth is also really satisfying. It's way too easy, but it's really satisfying. So yeah, in terms of like concept, setting, even marketing, like the stocks thing they did for it, Fear and Greed, top tier. First World Bank was so disappointing to me on launch because they like totally missed the mark on the things I thought were really special about that heist. Things like the ambush at the escape, your route being blocked off. I'm not just talking about the dozer ambushes, which are a little bit fixed passively by the fact that more dozers can spawn in. They were never broken, by the way. What was happening back then was dozers were spawning, taking up the dozer spawn spot, and preventing the ambush from ever taking place. And that's got better with proper spawns. I enjoy almost the entire loop. They give this thing an actual secret. It's probably going to be up here. maybe ahead of it even. Like if they actually introduced the secret on this, as they said they would, the secret is really real 2025. But yeah, the helicopter escape, which by the way, one of the first times they've actually tried to introduce proper escape RNG, is so bad. It's so inconvenient. Stealth is also super unique on this one. I think everyone agreed on launch the stealth was really good. They managed to adjust the stealth formula in really clever ways and make them fit into Payday 3. I also have a real soft spot for like Line Game Lion and what they do. But I think I'm going to put it here at like the bottom of A. The secret, yeah. If only. You think it's an S? I think I have more fun on Boys in Blue. I still think just like No Rest is kind of untouched in terms of the first wave of heists. The final charge at the end, it hits really early, that final charge, and it is fun to push into. And I also do like the new stealth escape. I think is really clever. All right, I'm convinced. I'm gonna put it above Boys in Blue, and I'll put it above No Rest. I'll put it at the top of A. But yeah, the spawns were incredibly broken at spawn. At release, when the heist spawned in. June's Payday, big fan of Poison Brew. Yeah, well, the marketing for that one was stealth still requires QR codes, colored switches, yeah, and red keycards. the trifecta. I just think they did a good job of like porting that into the First World Bank formula. They retained pretty much those First World Bank objectives, right? It was just no longer like eye up the manager. That would have been interesting as well, having to like mask up. Masked stealth in the second half of it's crazy as well. Party Powder's bottom of A. Oh, I hate Party Powder. I hate it. I don't think it's D tier. I do actually think it's better put together than some of these. And like Cook-Off's a weird heist, right? Like it has the cooking from Cook-Off, but I think I'd rather just do it on Cook-Off. I get it. I do think the traversal's alright. I get your point. Some of the loot is hard to find, but it's all just great. Urban is not D. Sorry. Worst heist in the game. Hiding bodies and things, it just brings out all the flaws in Payday 3's stealth system. By the way, I'm generally quite complimentary of it, but A, the fact you can't bag. B, the fact that running draws every guard to your position. Those are the two major things that make stealth really frustrating on Turbid, and that's why it's in D tier. But yeah, Party Powder stealth is okay. That's where the traversal feels fun. Removing body bags was an insane miss. Literally, just do what Notoriety does and let us carry bodies or body bag them. But yeah, every single play... I've just realized I've had the Payday 3 menu theme playing the entire time. It's kind of making me go a little crazy. So on me. Well, thank you very much. Much melancholy. Do you think Payday 3 could have a Payday 2 style comeback? I mean, Payday 2 never had to have a comeback of the magnitude Payday 3 is going to need to. Payday 2's popularity was always there or thereabouts, and the player numbers never dropped off like they did in Payday 3's case. So I think it would need a more monumental revival. I think Payday 3 can chug along as a healthy enough game with the right sort of changes made. But I worry that things like offline mode are never going to happen until it's too late. Turn to capo off before the flashbacks kick in. It's too late. It's the only thing my brain can hear. But yeah, I think Party Powder, bottom of C for me. And then Delivery Charge. So I called it the best heist in the game, which is kind of ironic because within like 2 weeks of its launch, I'm like, I don't think it's the best heist in the game anymore. I'd rather play Fear and Greed 9 times out of 10. I'd rather play First World Bank, No Rest, and Boys in Blue. Would I rather play Houston Breakout? Probably not. Bottom of A. This is where I'd put Delivery Charge. Keezy, we agree on something. Oh my god. I think it's I do think it's the best stealth heist in the game. I do think they've done a really valiant job with the resources they had. I think the RNG is cool. Some of it goes way further than any of the other heists had. The assets are okay. I like that we can buy them, but they actually negatively impact the heist and its RNG to such an extent that they've dragged it down multiple tiers for me. Just saw my Boys in Blue stream thumbnail. They're like a different thing. What, you mean the maid outfit? I look almost identical. Suffers from being the second Dark Warehouse in a row. I suppose you can't hold that against it too much. It's not its fault party powder stunk the place out. But, yeah, I just don't think it could sit above these. But I'll tell you what, the 5th best heist in the game didn't have the same ring to it when I was putting the, didn't have the same ring to it when I was putting the title together. If you're bored enough to do a tier list, there's enough time for Deep Rock. Basically, it was just I was kind of tired, and playing Payday 3 was making me more tired, whereas tier lists, they excite me. Smash and grabs. There was a question about them from my mage friend. I don't know if they're still there. The kind of hard to compare them, right? I think that the Boys in Blue one is like better because it's got a more unique objective set. The Boys in Blue one I'd probably put like right at the base of like somewhere in C, maybe somewhere like here, and then the no rest one all the way down there. They're just fine. The stealth on bank withdrawal is genuinely so difficult. I think the stealth on that heist might be so difficult. It's the reason they added the flashbang skill for flashbangs and stealth. I think it might be the only way to stop the civs running away and like immediately alerting each other. It's the fact that the shutters don't work properly on it. It kind of drives me mad. Payday mass tier list when? It's actually a great idea, Creed. As soon as possible. Okay, you feel like Cook-Off and Train Yard need to be switched? You mean Turbid? You want to see Cook-Off in D tier? That's interesting. I do think I enjoy Cook-Off more, but that's mostly because I'm more of a loud gamer. Yeah, I do find like the overkill stealth on the no rest smash and grab just perplexing. What were they thinking? No, so Boop, they're changing it where there's a skill that makes it so flashbangs are legitimately silent, and the only people who will recognize they've gone off are people struck by them. What I'm intrigued to know is, if a guard gets struck by him, will he go into Surge? Will he immediately, like, own the cops? Like, what's going to happen there? It feels like it's a skill basically for civ control and for like breach and clearing rooms. I don't think people will use that much, but it might genuinely have a niche on that smash and grab. It's true. They do have a unique mechanic. The car searching. It's unfortunately just a case of holding F on things, but there's something kind of satisfying about the screwdriver animation. Oh, they should definitely do something to infrasonic mines. They are so ass. Please buff infrasonic mines. They were good for like one thing, which was protecting the objective on No Rest for the Wicked. I also used them way back when I did the first Overkill challenge run, when Overkill was pretty difficult, like at launch, and the crew AI would die instantly. I used it to protect the drill, so it would drill for longer when the sabotage squads came. Only time I ever used it. Need to make the ECMs better. I think ECMs are going to be alright next patch. Like, there's going to be so many ways to get them back for that loud utility. And they're okay in stealth. Do a job. The Interceptor is just kind of a better version of them. Alright guys, that's a tier list. Hope you like tier lists. It's bedtime for me. But I hope you've enjoyed the stream. 3 in 1 week. New record. I'm hoping to stream this weekend as well. He can't be stopped. He won't be stopped. I still don't know what ECM's do in stealth besides cams. Cams and radios. Just sets them back. Finishing right before midnight. For me, it's just before 11. I do my best. Good list. Thank you. Thank you. My entire My entire like personality will be built around this list now for the next like, 6 months. And if anyone asks why I've got Poison Blue in A tier, it's because I'm a weak soul who just. Thanks for that, guys. They should set off the radio going off. Like they don't extend the duration of it or anything to prevent them from going off for a time. I think they're meant to anyway. If they're not, they're just not working properly. Commander would probably know. But with that, I leave. Photoshop in delivery. This isn't a real video. Just for you stream viewers. This is a special one. This one goes in A tier on my Noli tier list. Yes! Above the point of balance. Yes! Organizing things makes my monkey brain happy. Honestly, Cynthia, I agree with you entirely. I kind of love tier lists. They call me a slop tuber already. I gotta try and avoid the moniker. I really have to go now.